They say there's only two certainties in life, that is death and taxes. This may be true for spreadsheet dictators, with an unhealthy addiction to spray on suit pants, but when it comes to the world's lowest income tax countries, a finer quality of life can exist. The truth is that no one wants to watch huge chunks of their income being confiscated by the taxman. This is what makes the idea of uprooting and re-establishing life on an exotic island with a few coconut trees and zero income tax so darned appealing. So here are a list of 10 best countries with zero income tax. 10. UAE. There are plenty of oil-rich countries littered throughout the Middle East that don't impose an income tax on residents. But the United Arab Emirates is generally considered one of the most popular, due to its stable government, educational facilities, and robust economy. The United Arab Emirates has one of the world's highest per capita incomes with $70,430. There is no individual income tax, no withholding tax, and no foreign exchange control in the UAE. A 5% VAT tax rate may be applied. However, certain services and goods would be exempt from it. Moreover, the UAE offers easy chances for foreigners to obtain a residency visa in the country. 9. Oman. Another oil-rich country which makes the list is Oman. Oman does not levy any income tax on individuals. However, the Sultanate levies 15% corporate tax on business entities, except oil-selling companies, which pay tax at the rate of 55%. A 17.5% social security contribution is applicable to employees who are Omani nationals. The employee pays a contribution of 7% of salary, and the employer pays the balance of 10.5%. However, this does not apply to expatriates. A lower tax rate of 3% has been introduced for companies whose registered capital is below 50,000 Rial Omani. 8. Qatar. This Middle Eastern country, which is surrounded by Persian Gulf from three sides, levies zero income taxes on individuals. Qatar operates a territorial taxation system, which means an individual is taxable in Qatar if one has generated qualifying Qatar source income, regardless of one's tax residence. Income tax is not imposed on employed individuals' salaries, wages, and allowances. Corporate income, however, is taxed at a general flat rate of 10%. The companies operating in gas and petroleum sector pay taxes at the rate of 35%. 7. Bahrain. The Kingdom of Bahrain is a country located in the Persian Gulf alongside neighboring Qatar and the United Arab Emirates. More importantly, it benefits from no taxes on income, sales, capital gains, corporate or estates, with an exception surrounding the deriving of profits from the country's fossil fuels. For companies embarking on this route, there is a tax rate of 46% levied on net profits, regardless of whether they are local or foreign. Other than that, the positives make Bahrain one of the more popular countries to reside in when it comes to tax minimization. Another attractive trait is the fact that Bahrain is one of the most liberal Gulf states in the world, with friendly locals who have pride in their culture. Nearly all Bahrainis can also speak English. The only real downside is that expats may encounter island fever on the island nation. Beachside developments have started to spring up on Muharraq Island for those seeking a bit more of a lifestyle bonus. 6. Cayman Islands. The growth of tourism leads the government of the Cayman Islands to retain without income tax implications. There is no corporate and personal income tax in the Cayman Islands. A large number of multinational companies choose this place to incorporate their subsidiary entities for tax advantages. Furthermore, dividends, royalties, interest are free from withholding tax in the country, and there is also no VAT tax applied. No direct taxes would be imposed on its residents. There's plenty of evidence suggesting that the Cayman Islands is also a safe place to live. Violent crime is very low, and when it does happen, it's usually contained to locals rather than targeted at tourists. Its population is considered small at roughly 60,000 residents and is perfect for those who live for diving and nature. Needless to say, the biggest industries in the Cayman Islands are diving, followed by finance. 5. St. Kitts and Nevis. St. Kitts and Nevis is another recommended option for foreigners looking for a place with no tax on income. Although a resident company in St. Kitts and Nevis is taxed on worldwide income, that is, the corporate tax rate is 33%. A non-resident company is not subject to any tax for all income derived outside the country. For example, by establishing a St. Kitts and Nevis International Business Company, your company enjoys no taxes imposed on incomes, gifts, wealth, or capital gains. Only when the company generates income sourced from St. Kitts and Nevis, then this amount of income will be taxed. There is no personal income tax and no withholding tax on dividends payments to residents in St. Kitts and Nevis. 4. Kuwait. The country has 6% of total oil reserves of the world. Hence, unsurprisingly, it is a petroleum-based economy. The oil generates 90% of the government income. Hence, it can afford to be a tax-free regime. It neither levies VAT, corporate tax, or income tax on its residents. However, a tax at the rate of 15% is levied on foreign companies' corporate income. 3. Bahamas. Not to mention the good infrastructure and services available, the Bahamas is an option to consider for most offshore seekers in terms of no income tax country. While there is no corporate income tax in the Bahamas, no tax is levied on individual income in this country as well. If you are a resident in Bahamas, you pay no tax on your earnings at all, regardless of where you generate your income. One striking reason behind this is that Bahamas's earnings are from traveling and offshore industry, but does not rely much on income tax revenues like some other countries. It is also worth mentioning that seeking a residency permit in this country is quite simple for foreigners. 2. Bermuda. Bermuda is an independently administered location of British overseas territory in the North Atlantic Ocean. It is widely known as one of the best free income tax nations for offshore seekers. No corporate income tax is imposed in Bermuda, resulting in less compliance burden for corporations. Additionally, regardless of whether you are Bermuda residents or not, you are free from personal income tax and capital gains tax in Bermuda. There is also no withholding tax levied on dividends, royalties, or payments for technical services in this country. The good quality infrastructure and a well-developed financial industry are other advantages when it comes to Bermuda. 1. Monaco. As the poster child for tax havens, it doesn't get any more glamorous than Monaco for wealthy expats. It was the earliest countries to abolish income tax in 1869 and still one of the easiest tax-free countries to become a citizen in. The perennial playground for ultra-high net worth individuals is also one of the world's most beautiful, with dedicated marinas wrapping around natural cliff faces and mansions and luxury hotels bordered by a sea of super yachts. There are no restrictions on foreigners opening bank accounts or buying property in Monaco. Home to one of the world's lowest crime rates, it is one of the safest countries to visit as well. Thank you for watching this video. Please like, share, and subscribe. Also, don't forget to hit the bell icon. Bye for now.